This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the light. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. As always, it is very much appreciated. We're going to stick firmly on the YouTube channel today and another look at a possible ahead of the upcoming Japanese 2000 Guineas this week. But before we take a look at that, I always like to touch on my Patreon channel at the start of these videos because I don't want you to miss out. You know, there's an option for you there to support me moving forwards if you do wish to, but it is in no way expected or in no way compulsory. There's plenty of free stuff on there as well, plenty of paid content. There's resources as well, old spreadsheets and things like that, old pedigree notes maybe as well. Every now and again, I've been known to pop up and give some daily selections as well in a little video segment every now and again, but very rarely. It's not really my sort of thing. But I do like to use Patreon as and when. All the National Hunt stuff is also on the Patreon channel as well. So if you're into National Hunt racing, really, Patreon really is for you. But yeah, head over to Newman Racing on Patreon. You never know. It might be for you and it might not be. But it's rude of me not to let you know that it's there. Right, Classic Watch 26.great/site.net is where people can find this year's incarnation of Classic Watch. You'll see that there's 4 arenas on now, the latest of which is Japan, to go with Australia, New Zealand and South Africa. Roll of Honour coming together quite nicely now. Obviously, the more horses we add to the site, the more victories they will have won. I'm not really trying to identify bad horses. So hopefully the Roll of Honour will grow throughout the season. The site itself has already taken out 5 classics already. 6 if you count Oh Hope He Wins New Zealand Oaks, which I don't. 5 classics so far, courtesy of 4 different horses. Observers won 2, Ole Dancers won 1, Green Spaces has won 1, and Star and Ease out in Japan has won another, as well as Oh Hope He Wins has won the Australian Oaks as well as the New Zealand Oaks. So the site is doing quite well at the moment, it's fair to say. Plenty more to come though, as we haven't even touched a horse on Europe yet, has not even got near the site. And there's a USA as well. Plenty more coming from Japan as well, hopefully. So yeah, classicwatch26.great/site.net is where people will be able to find this year's Classic Watch. And who knows, this horse might well be on it. Zoroastro, an interesting horse, I think, sired by Maurice out of Almirena, who herself was sired by Deep Impact. Zoroastro is owned by the Sunday Racing Company Limited and trained by Keisuke Miyata, and the horse was bred by Northern Farm. People take a look at the form. This horse has had plenty of runs, not an inexperienced horse. 5 runs the horse has had, and the horse has managed to win 2 out of his 5 starts and never finish out of the first 3. The horse, unfortunately, never managed to win on debut. The horse finished second on the 7th of June 2025, where the horse was beaten by Divine Wind. The horse then came back out on the 27th of July 2025 and managed to get off the mark at the second time of asking at Niigata. Third start, the horse was up to Group 3 company and went off favourite when it contested the Saudi Arabia Royal Cup. But sadly, the horse could only finish third on that occasion in its first run at a mile. No, it's not. It's ran twice at a mile, 1,600 metres, and 3 times at 1,800 metres, 1 mile, 1 furlong. Horse was beaten by Ekoru Alba in the Saudi Arabia Royal Cup. But that didn't deter them. They decided to up the horse in grade again and contest the Grade 2 Tokyo Sports High Nisei Stakes on the 24th of November. And the horse went off 5th favourite that day and ridden by Tom Marquand. In my view, turned in a career best performance that day to finish second in the Group 2, where he finished behind Pentraneif, who is a Classic Watch possible as well, a video. And then on his first start at 3, on the 10th of February 2026, the horse turned up at Kyoto to contest the Group 3 Kisaragi show. And it's safe to say, really, that nobody could really begrudge him. That Group 3 victory had been placed at a higher grade than that. But yes, Kisaragi Show turned up the favourite, this horse here, Zoroastro, and managed to take the race out, defeating M's Begin on the day. So yeah, the horse has been pretty solid. 5 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds and a third. Every start of its 5 starts has been in the first 3. And the horse so far has earned 73.39 million yen in his career. I know some people like to look at these things on the Racing Post. Racing Post hasn't got a page on the horse, but it's a baffling one, really. They say the horse has won once out of 3. They don't show you the win even. They've missed both the horse's victories. And one of them is in a pattern race. The best Racing Post they gave him rating was 98, which they gave him when he was second behind Petra Nerf in the 2025 Tokyo Sports High Nisai. Never even bothered to put the horse as won a Group 3 subsequently to that. So I don't really think this page is worth much. It's one of those Japanese horses that, despite being a Japanese horse, they won't trust one of their own jockeys to ride it. This horse has never been ridden by a Japanese jockey in his career. So that's interesting. Make of that what you will. But yeah, it's an interesting horse, I feel, Zoroastro, without any shadow of a doubt. Everything up to date there, you'll see on the Pedigree Online Thoroughbred database. 73,389,000 yen. And the 5 starts. What more we're interested in on this site, though, is the dam line of the horse Zoroastro, and it is dam line 4R. That's the dam line we're interested in on this video. So without further ado, we might as well get cracking and see what we've got. Let's take a look at the first dam of the horse, Almirena, a mare born in 2014, sired by Deep Impact, out of a German-bred mare called Night Magic, who herself was sired by Sholokov. Almirena raced 14 times in her career, finished third, won 3 times and finished second 4 times. 7 out of 14 starts in the first 2 for career earnings of 35,820,000 Japanese yen. She raced at a pretty low level for owners Sunday Racing Company Limited and Northern Racing, but she did manage to get her head in front on 3 occasions, but no pattern race form for her at all. Got a couple of horses to look at now, I think. Fur Work is an interesting horse. A horse born in 2013, sired by Deep Impact, out of Night Magic. So this is quite closely related to the first dam of our horse, a full brother, in fact, to our horse. Fur Work raced 25 times in his career, 4 wins, 3 seconds and 5 thirds. 13 out of 25 starts in the first 3 for career earnings of 77,951,000 Japanese yen. This horse actually a jumps horse. Fur Work at 9 won the Group 3 Niigata Jump Stakes of 2022. No, that's wrong, isn't it? 2022. Yeah, I was right. So that in 2022, that was a Grade 3 jump winner, Niigata Jump Stakes, and this horse is a half brother to our horse, our dam of our horse, owned by the Sunday Racing Company again, and bred by Northern Farm. Great Magician is a colt born in 2018, sired by Deep Impact, again, out of Night Magic. So this horse, again, is another full brother to the dam of our horse. Great Magician raced 4 times in his career, 2 wins and a second. 3 out of 4 starts in the first 2 for career earnings of 62,364,000 Japanese yen. This horse actually finished 4th in the Japanese Derby of 2021. And the horse was also placed in the Grade 3 Manichi High as well at Hanshin. I think he might have broke down at 4 in that race in the Kanetsu Stakes. Sadly, diagnosed with a poor prognosis and euthanised. Horse trained by Keisuke Miyata, and another one bred by Northern Farm and owned by the Sunday Racing Company Limited. So yeah, nearly a classic placed horse, full brother to our horse, fourth in the 2021 Japanese Derby. Sadly, no longer with us. Great Magician. There's this one going round as well this year. Noche Curada is a 3-year-old this year. A colt born in 2023, sired by Dreyfong out of Noche Blanca, a Japanese bred mare. And you'll see that Night Magic is the second dam of this horse as well. So this horse was interesting. Noche Curada, 3 starts, 2 wins and a second at this stage. 18,775,000 yen. This horse did win the Kigiko Show up to in 2025, and it was listed placed this year in a race. Can't remember the name of it now. Might have been the Sumaya Stakes. Can't quite remember the name of it. Yeah, it's one I did notice earlier in the year, but I don't last year. Sorry, but I don't think the form is there for this one. So I've left this one. Noche Curada. I'm not following it at all at this stage. We can now take a look at the second dam of this horse, Night Magic. A mare born in 2006, sired by Sholokov out of another German-bred mare called Night Woman, who herself was sired by Monson. Night Magic raced 20 times in her career, 7 wins, 4 seconds and 3 thirds, 14 out of 20 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €791,270 in her career. Good filly, Night Magic. You'll see there's a classic winner of the 2019 Group 1 German Oaks. The horse also won the Group 1 Grosser Preis von Baden, 2 Group 2 races, the Grosser Preis the Hauptstadt region, and the Grosser Preis the Badischen Unterrhein. They're good ones, aren't they? And also winner of the Group 3 Preis der Jugendreich Gabelstapler. Very interesting races there. Dual Group 1, Group 2, dual Group 3 winner, placed in another 4 Group 1 races as well. One of them in Italy, the Premio Lidio Tessio of 2010, and placed in the Preis von Europa, the Grosser Dallmayr Prize, and the Grosser Preis von Baden of 2011. Horse was trained by Wolfgang Figger, 2009 Horse of the Year in Germany. She retired from racing and sold to Japan in September 2011. Very, very good second dam of our horse. Classic winner, bred by Gestert Etzian. We're getting there now. The horses are already starting to come on this horse, aren't they? The next one we've got to take a look at is Night Music. I don't know if this is a dam or not. No, it ain't. The next dam is called Night Woman. So let's take a look at Night Music. A mare born in 2013, sired by See the Stars out of Night Woman. So this is a half-sister to the second dam of our horse. Night Music raced 15 times in her career, 7 wins, a second and a third. 9 out of 15 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €182,000, raced in Germany, France and Italy. Again, very good horse. Managed to win the listed Premio Paolo Mezzanotte in 2017, and at 5 she managed to take out 2 Italian Group 2 races, the Gran Premio di Milano and the Premio Federico Tessio, which is now sadly no longer a Group 1 and downgraded to a Group 2. Also, the horse was third in the Gran Premio del Jockey Club Italiano. That might be the Italian Derby, actually. Oh, no, at 5, it can't be. So, yeah, the horse, a very good horse. Also second. Also fourth in the German Oaks trial as well of 2016. Horse trained by Andreas Wohler, Wolfgang Figger and Sarah Steinberg throughout her career. So the 2017 high weight older mare in Italy, the year she won those 2 Italian Group 2 races. Very good mare. Night Music, it's fair to say. Another one we need to take a look at is Night Wish. A horse born in 2010, sired by Sholokov out of Night Woman. So Sholokov rears his head again in this pedigree. We've had him before. So, yeah, very interesting line this, without any shadow of a doubt, I think. We're starting to see some decent horses, I think, even at this early stage. Night Wish raced 23 times in his career, 5 wins, 3 seconds and 5 thirds. 13 out of 23 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €178,780 in his career. Very good horse, Nightwish was. At 3, horse was 4th in the Group 3 Bavarian Classic. At 4, the horse won the Grand Prix Elfgallop, a German listed race. And at 6, the horse managed to win the Group 3 Grand Prix de Vichy in France. Horse was also placed in the Group 2 Girling Price and the Group 3 Grosser Price von Bayern and the Price von Europa as well. So Group 1 and Group 2 placed, Group 3 enlisted winner, Nightwish. The horse entered stud in 2017 at Haraston Montague in France, and then was sold to Ireland in 2022 and Tune Stud. Now it is a 2024 stallion at Foxwood Stud in Ireland, where his fee is a POA, Masonic handshake price. Slip on the right handshake, they'll give you a cheap offer. Can't see why else they wouldn't declare the price for their horse for the same as everybody. You'll see this horse, though, is still doing okay. It's not really sired any massive crops, and it's more of a national hunt stallion. It's fair to say. You'll see there that the big indicator of that is the distances, where all 50 of his 53 wins have come over a distance of 2 mile plus. But the horse has sired 142 foals. 74 of them have ran, of which 28 have won. And between them, those 28 horses have managed to win 53 races. No stakes and graded winners on the flat. You'll see there that the majority have going round in France and Great Britain. You'll see the best progeny of Nightwish at the moment is probably Odlago, won an Ortoy pre-Firelet hurdle, and Best Night, who was 3rd in the pre-Plebin on the flat at St Cloud. Los Angeles Bleu is also actually followed myself, actually. 2nd in a couple of pattern race horses. That horse is related to Los Angeles Bleu, the top-class hurdler. But yeah, very interesting stallion, really, at the start of his career. Not really much happening at this stage regarding Nightwish. But yeah, good horse. Group 3 enlisted winner, Group 1 and Group 2 placed. Now we can take a look at the 3rd dam of the horse, I think. Night Woman. Yes, we can. Night Woman is a mare born in 1998, sired by Monson, out of another German-bred mare called Novika, who herself was sired by Calaglow. Night Woman raced 16 times in her career, 4 wins, 2 seconds, 4 thirds, 10 of 16 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €30,264 in her career. Night Woman managed to finish 2nd in the listed Frankfurter Stutenpreis of 2002 when trained by Wilfried Kujath. She sadly died in February 2014 due to colic, but she was through the horses we've looked at, a black type producer, another one bred by Gestert Etzian. Pattern placed at her best, though, can't knock her at all. Now things get interesting when we look at the next dam. Novika is a mare born in 1987, sired by Calaglow out of Novell, who herself was sired by Northfields. Novika raced 10 times in her career, 3 wins, 2 seconds and a third, 6 out of 10 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of 36,900 Deutschmarks, going round in the late 80s. Novika was a German listed winner. She managed to win the listed Neride Rennen in her career, trained by Harro Remmert, and she sadly died in 2003. Horse owned by Josef Boros, who sounds as though he might be a Hungarian, and bred by Gestert Erlengrund. Interesting 4th dam of our horse, it's fair to say. Novika. And then they really do start coming then. Novell. Got to take a look at Novell, a mare born in 1980, sired by Northfields out of Nigeria. Oh no, is this the next dam? Yeah, it is. Sorry, my mistake. Novell born in 1980, sired by Northfields out of Nigeria. Novell raced 11 times in her career, 2 wins, 3 seconds and 3 thirds, 8 out of 11 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of 136,140 Deutschmarks in her career. Novell managed to win the German Oaks, German Classic winner of 1983, when the race was only a Group 2 race, She was also second in the Deutsche Stutenpreis, a Group 3 race. German co-champion 3-year-old filly of 1983, owned and bred by Gestert Erlingrund. So, yeah, the second classic winner of our first 4 dams of this horse, which is really quite frightening. Oh, sorry, no, Novell is the 5th dam of our horse. So, which 2 was it? The 2nd and the 5th dam are both classic winners of this horse, Zoroastro, which is the sort of thing I do like to see. Then now where are we? Oh, yeah, we're at this horse now, aren't we? This is the one we just looked at, Newman. Nelusco was a horse born in 1975, sired by Kaiser Radler out of Nigeria. So now we're on the Nigeria line, the 6th dam of our horse. Nelusco, don't know how many times he won, but we know the horse won 14 times. And amongst those wins was a win in the Group 3 Fürstenberg Rennen. Don't know what year, but we know the horse was bred by Gestert Hoogweide. That's about all it's telling us about that horse. But yeah, Group 3 winner, Nelusco. This is interesting. A 1973 version of Night Music to go with another Night Music that we had earlier. We did have one called Night Music earlier, and this is another one. Night Music, 6 starts, was born in 1973, sired by Priamos out of Nigeria again. Night Music raced 6 times in her career, 3 wins and 2 seconds. 5 out of 6 in the first 2 for earnings of 90,300 Deutschmarks. Night Music managed to win the Group 3 Zufuchsrennen. I think that's a 2-year-old race. So I'm going to say that's in 1975. And she won the Ostermann Pokal as well. Group 3 unlisted winner. Yeah, I was probably right. She was the German champion, 2-year-old filly of 1975. Owned and bred by Margit Grafin Bathiani. Very interesting horse, this one. Night Facts we've got to look at now. Night Facts was a mare born in 1991, sired by Known Fact out of Night Letter, another German-bred mare. You'll see Night Music, the one we've just looked at. It was the 2nd dam of this horse, Night Facts. Night Facts raced 21 times in her career, 7 wins, 4 seconds and 3 thirds. 14 out of 21 starts in the first 3. For career earnings of $242,486 US dollars in her career. Night Facts went to America and did quite well. She won the 1995 Group 2 Delaware Handicap. And she also managed to win a couple of stakes races as well. But there's so many minor stakes races like that in America. But yeah, Group 2 winner at her best in the Delaware Handicap of 1995. She sadly died in April the 7th, 2007. Owned and bred by Audley Farm. The next one we're going to take a look at is Nubile Jamais. People will see that Night Music is the 3rd dam of this horse. Nubile Jamais was born in 2003, sired by Polyglot out of Night Green. Nubile Jamais raced 15 times in his career, 4 wins, 2 seconds and a third. 7 out of 15 starts in the first 3. For career earnings of €70,395. This horse, believe it or not, is a classic winner. Winner of the listed 2006 Italian St. Leger. And the horse also won a German Derby trial the same year. Dual listed winning horse was also 2nd in the Group 3 German St. Leger as well. So this horse is a proper stayer, Nubile Jamais. Group 3 placed dual listed winner in Germany and Italy. Mexican Moonlight, a mare born in the year 2000, sired by El Prado out of Nelly Custis, a mare born in 1991 and sired by Valda Lawn. People will see that we're still on the 1973 version of Night Music here. She's certainly done her bit. Night Music is the 4th dam of this horse. Mexican Moonlight raced 29 times in her career, 4 wins, 7 seconds and 2 thirds. 13 out of 29 starts in the first 3. For career earnings of $195,918 American dollars. A good career Mexican Moonlight had. Again, she managed to finish second, in the Group 3 Valley View Stakes out in America in the year 2003. She also managed to win a stakes race as well out there. Another one bred by Audrey Farm and owned by Skarting Stud LLC, Zach Madden and Sam Madden. But yeah, Group 3 placed horse at the best, and you'll see she is a black type producer as well. And she bred this horse, Coach Rocks, a mare born in 2015, sired by Oxbow out of Mexican Moonlight. Coach Rocks raced 20 times in his career, or her career, 4 wins, 6 seconds and 2/3, 12 out of 20 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of $554,472 US. Coach Rock managed to win the Group 2 Gulfstream Park Oaks of 2018. She was second in the Delaware Oaks as well, second in the Black Eyed Susan Stakes, then a Group 3, now a Group 2. And at 4, she was second in the Group 3 Molly Pitcher Stakes as well. So yeah, Group 2 winning horse, sold to Windstar Farms after her race career ended in February 2020. The horse bred by Calumet Farm. So yeah, it's fair to say that she had a very good go. Night Music, very good go indeed. It's fair to say. We've got to take a look at this horse now, Nenufar. Nenufar is a mare born in 1994, sired by Night Shift out of Narola. A German-bred mare who herself was sired by Nebos. He pops up a bit later, he does. Nenufar raced 14 times in her career, 3 wins and 5 seconds, 8 out of 14 starts in the first 2, for career earnings of 56,600 Deutschmarks in her career. Nenufar, very good horse as well, managing to win the listed Dusseldorf BMW prize, a listed race over 1,400 metres, which is a bit shorter than a lot of them have needed, isn't it? Owned by Dr. Christoph Bergler, owned then after the Fornart Stud and Donkintilon, and then Tinnakerhouse Stud in Ireland. The horse bred by Dr. Christoph Bergler as well. We've got to look at Night Lagoon now, haven't we, really? It'd be rude not to. Night Lagoon, a mare born in 2001, sired by Lagunas out of Nenufar. You see, Night Lagoon is out of Nenufar, so this is where it all links in. Night Lagoon raced 5 times in her career, 2 wins and 2 seconds, 4 out of 5 starts in the first 2, for career earnings of €77,800 in her career. Night Lagoon managed to win the Group 3 Price to Winter Konigan of 2003, which is the premier German 2-year-old race for listed for fillies, really. And at 3, she was second in the Kolnar Fruha Stuten Prize, a listed race over a mile. Broodmare of the Year in Germany in 2013. She was sold once for 1.7 million in foal to War Fun. You'll see there that she is the dam of Novelist, who we will get to in due course. Got to take a look at Night Tango first. Very rude not to. Night Tango is a horse out of Nenufar as well. Night Tango, a horse born in 2002, sired by Akatanango out of Nenufar. Night Tango raced 5 times in his career, 2 wins and 2 seconds, 4 out of 5 starts in the first 3. The first 2, even, isn't it? For career earnings of €139,000. Night Tango, a decent horse in his own right, managed to win 2 German listed races and be placed in the Group 1 German Derby of 2005. So classic placed, dual listed winner. He won the Bet Bull Sommer Trophy and the Grosser Freiburg Premium Price. The horse entered stud in 2007. I couldn't find any record of it siring any horses. I think it was a National Hunt sire. I vaguely remember it, but yeah, I couldn't find it on JBIS even. So I know it didn't really sire any decent flat horses. Well, I say I'd found it. Evidence has proven that in the past couple of days, I think. So yeah, Night Tango, good horse, classic placed. Night Lagoon, a mare born in 2001. Have we looked at this one already? Yeah, I think we have, haven't we? My mistake. So let's have a look at Snellen. Yeah, Snellen is another one that we should have looked at, arguably before Night Lagoon. Snellen is a filly born in 2021, sired by Expert Eye out of Illumined. You'll see Illumined fold sired by See the Moon, and Nenufar is the second dam of Snellen. Snellen has raced 19 times in her career, 6 wins, 3 seconds and a third. 10 out of 19 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €110,740, £83,297 and 66,200, whatever currency that is. Snellen managed to win at Royal Ascot. She won the Chesham Stakes of 2023 at Royal Ascot, and she also won the Group 3 Meld Stakes in 2025 in Ireland. So yeah, Group 3 and listed winner, Snellen, sired by Expert Eye, horse now siring in South Africa. The horse owned by Lindsay LaRoche and Tim Porter in her career. Right, there's Lagoon, Night Lagoon, who we've already looked at. Now we're where we need to be. Novelist, a horse born in 2009, sired by Monson out of Night Lagoon. Novelist raced 11 times in his career, 9 wins and a second, 10 out of 11 starts in the first 2, for career earnings of €1,443,632. This was a brilliant horse. It won the Group 1 Italian Derby, the Gran Premio de Jockey Club, well, I think it is, in 2012. The horse also won the Group 2 Oppenheim Union Rennen as well. The horse also won the Group 1 King George in the UK. So it definitely is a Group 1 winner. The horse also won the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud, another Group 1 race in France, the Grosser Weiss Bombarden in Germany, the Grosser Preis der Badischen Utenreimer, a Group 2 race as well. Second in the German Derby the year it was done a border, won the Grand Premio del Jockey Club, and then finished second in the German Derby. That's what my horse did, border. What a horse that was, and what a horse Novelist was as well. 2013 German Horse of the Year, Group 1 winner in England, France, Germany and Italy. Stud career 2014 to 2020, the Shadai Stallion Station in Japan, and 2021 to the present, the horse is standing at Lex Stud in Japan. Horse bred by Dr. Christoph Bergler, and it raced in his colours as well. Still standing for 500,000 yen, which isn't really a lot. That Lex Stud you see in Hokkaido, and the stud record really of Novelist has been fairly underwhelming, it's fair to say. The horse has sired over 501 foals, 453 of them have ran, but between them 262 have won 801 races. The horse has sired only 4 individual stakes winners and 3 individual graded winners, none since his 2018 crop. So yeah, quite a disappointing stallion out in Japan, it's fair to say. The horse has never sired a 2-year-old pattern race winner in his career. 2 of the 4 have been 4-year-olds. So they do seem to take a little bit of time, the good ones. No fillies have ever won a pattern race sired by Novelist. The colts seem to be holding what sway there is. And regarding the distance, you're looking over a mile and a half. And the two there, the stakes winners and the graded races as well, up to a mile 1 and a mile 2. So yeah, the stallion has been what he's been. 447 of them have gone round in Japan. Very few of them have been exported. Despite the horse being so good in Germany, only 3 of them have ever raced there. Leading progeny, Breakup, managed to win the Copa Republica Argentina, a Group 2 race. So the horse has never sired a Group 1 winner. Wolf sired a winner of the Coogee Handicap out in Australia. There, a horse called Wolf. Last Draft won a Group 3, the Nakayama Keisei High. And Praetorius has won a listed race in Germany, the Hoppegarten Altano Rennen, and 4th in the Oleander Rennen, a Group 2 race. Plenty of others have gone close in pattern. Well, I say plenty of others. 5 or 6 of them have gone close in pattern races. But yeah, very average stallion, sadly, Novelist. Who would have thought that at the time? Magical Lagoon is the next one we need to look at. A filly born in 2019. Sired by Galileo out of Night Lagoon. Magical Lagoon raced 13 times in her career, 3 wins and a second. 4 out of 13 starts in the first two, for career earnings of £409,652 in Ireland and Great Britain. This was, like we say, classic winner of the 2022 Irish Oaks. The horse also won the Group 3 Flame of Tyler Stakes at 2, the Group 2 Ribblesdale Stakes at Royal Ascot in 2022, and the horse also won the Salsable Stakes the same year. Horse trained by Jessica Harrington in her career and owned by Zhang Yusheng and bred by Coolmore. Good horse, very good horse, Magical Lagoon, Oaks winner. Next one we need to take a look at is Newman Lion. I thought I'd show you this one. Newman Lion, a gelding, born in 2017, sired by Golden Horn out of Ninthea. People see that Night Lagoon is actually the second dam of this horse. Newman Lion, 13 starts, raced a lot more than that. They've got it down as winning £110,688 in France and Great Britain. The horse used to race for Godolphin and then went over the jumps. It was placed in the Group 2 pre-Chaudenay at 3 in 2020. And the horse was also placed in the Group 1 Tolworth Novices Hurdle as a hurdler in the UK. It's actually won a Grade 2 hurdle in England as well, the Premier Novices Hurdle, which was held at Kelso in 2023. Wouldn't surprise me if it's won more than that, actually, because I'm fairly certain it has. But yeah, Grade 1 and Grade 2 placed on the flat and a hurdle winner, Newman Lion. Not a bad horse, it's fair to say, on his day. Next one to take a look at is Naira, a filly born in 2022, sired by Isfahan out of Nightlight Angel. People see that Night Lagoon is the second dam of this horse. Naira raced 8 times in her career, 1 win, 4 seconds and 3 thirds. Never out of the first 3, for career earnings of €112,900 in Great Britain and France. Interesting horse, Naira. She managed to win the Group 3 Hamburger Stuten Prize, the only time she managed to win. She was another one that was placed in the German Oaks of last year, of 2025. I didn't follow her. Second as well in the Group 2 race there, the T. von Vastro Stuten Prize. So yeah, Group 1 and Group 2 place, Group 3 winner, Naira, for Dr. Christoph Bergler. Just didn't think she won enough. So I chose not to do her in last year's German Oaks. Was aware of that. She did well. And that is really the end of the Night Lagoon family. There really is some very interesting horses on this dam line, though, that have gone on to breed other horses. This one here, Night Petticoat, she's done a bit of damage. Night Petticoat, a mare born in 1993, sired by Petoskey out of Night Rocket, a mare born in 1983. And you'll see there that Nigeria is the second dam of this horse as well. Night Petticoat raced 11 times in her career, 3 wins, a second and a third. 5 out of 11 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €165,147 in her career. Night Petticoat, another German Oaks winner when it was a Group 2 back in 1996. She also won the listed Las Vegas Slenderella Rennen as well. Placed also in the Group 2 German St. Leger, a race that's gone the other way. That is now a Group 3 race. Third in the Deutsche Stuten Prize, Group 3 race. Broodmare, she was suddenly euthanised in November 2010. Owned and bred by Gustav Witterkinshoff. Next horse we're going to take a look at is Next Desert. Next Desert, horse born in 1999, sired by Desert Style out of Night Petticoat, the horse we just looked at. Next Desert, 9 starts in his career, 5 wins, 2 seconds and a third. 8 out of 9 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €535,942. Good horse, Next Desert. Classic winner of the 2002 German Derby. Horse also won the Group 2 Union Rennen and the Group 3 Dr. Bush Memorial. Second in the German 2,000 guineas and the Group 1 Credit Suisse Private Banking Pokal. Horse was also third in the Grosser Mercedes-Benz Prize as well, a Group 2 race. Horse was a sire in Gestert Weinberg, and then also had a go in France, and a go as from 2012 as a stallion in the Czech Republic, before sadly dying in his paddock in 2015. Another one bred by Gestoff Wittekinshoff. There is record. I did find in South Sea. I did say JBIS. If that was that we looked at side anything decent, it would find it, because it hasn't done for this horse. Next desert side, the winner of the Group 3 Frankfurter Stuten Mile. 1 year, a horse called Enzio, and he's also side a winner there of the listed Premio Baggio out in Italy. So we know at least the horse has side 2 individual stakes winners and possibly more. Next desert, interesting horse, another classic winner. Next Gina is a mare born in 2000, sired by Perugino out of Night Petticoats again. Next Gina raced 10 times in her career, 3 wins, a second and a third. 5 out of 10 starts in the first 3 for career earnings of €245,000. Next Gina, another one, a German Oaks winner. It's a Group 1 now. A year later, 2003, another German Oaks winner. Second in the Group 3, Jürgen Rureich Gable Stapler. And third in the listed, Konar Fruha Stuten Price. Sadly retired due to injury. She died of colic on the 11th of May, 2008 in England. Another classic winner on a site called Classic Watch. I'm always going to go for horses that have classic winners, breeding classic winners. Guess that Wittekinshoff. What a job they've done. The next one we need to take a look at is Pakistan Star. Well, next Gina, the horse we just looked at, is the second dam of this horse. Pakistan Star was a gelding born in 2013, sired by Shamadal out of a horse called Nina Celebra, an Irish bred mare, sired by Pentra Celebra. Pakistan Star raced 28 times in his career, 4 wins, 5 seconds and a third, 10 out of 28 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of £3,630,098 UK pounds. This was a Hong Kong horse. This horse at 4 was second in the Group 1 Hong Kong Classic and second in the Hong Kong Derby of 2017. Horse was also second in the Audemars Piguet Queen Elizabeth II Cup, a race the horse won in Group 5 at 5. So the horse is a Group 1 winner of the QE2 Cup. The horse also won the Standard Chartered and Champions Chater Cup, a Group 1 race that year, and at 6 was third in the Group 2 Chairman's Trophy. Proper Hong Kong horse, bred by Gestert Wittekinshoff again, and owned by Kern Din out in Hong Kong, and he had a lot of fun with this dual Group 1 winner out there, it's fair to say. The next one we need to take a look at is Nina's Lob, a mare born in 2019, sired by Lope de Vega out of Nina Celebra. So this one is related to Pakistan Star. Nina's Lob raced 11 times in her career, 3 wins, 2 seconds and a third. The old 3-2 one. 6 out of 11 in the first 3 for career earnings of €58,275 in her career. Nina's Lob managed to win 2 German listed races, the Baden-Baden Cup of 2023 and the Grosser Preis de Sparkasse Dortmund in 2024. She was also placed in 1 Group 3 German race as well at 5, the Grosser Preis de Wirtschaft as well. So yeah, Group 3 placed, dual listed winner. Horse was trained by Andreas Wohler. Another one bred by Gestert Wittekinshoff. They know how to breed a horse, don't they? It's fair to say. A lot of people in Germany do. I don't understand why German racing gets so much stick by people. The next one we need to take a look at is Next Mine. Next Mine, a colt born in 2022, sired by Dabarism out of Next Holy, a mare born in 2008, sired by Holy Roman Empire. You'll see there that Night Petticoat is the second dam of this horse. So we're still on the Night Petticoats here. Next Mine has raced 9 times in his career so far, 2 wins, 3 seconds and 4 thirds. 9 every start according to that in the first 3. For career earnings of €204,000. Horse raced in Germany and Italy so far. Next Mine at 2 won the listed sales race in Germany. That was a sales race, I know that. At 3, The horse won the Group 2 Premio Vittorio Di Capua of 2024. That might be the year after Borden, I think, won that race as well. And the horse at 4 was placed in the Group 3 Frujars Mile of Germany. No Group 1 form that I can see. Plenty of Group 3 placed efforts as well, you'll see there, as well as that Italian Group 2 victory in the Premio Vittorio Di Capua. The horse trained by Waldemar Hickst, raced in Germany and Italy. Updated the 12th of the 4th, 2026. I wonder if this horse has just raced. He might have raced there, mightn't he? At 4, 3rd, recently. So, yeah, the horse doesn't really get its head in front very often, does it? But it runs quite well. Next mine in pattern races. I wonder if I can get something out of that this year. The horse owned by Eckhart Sauron and bred by Gestorf Wittekinshoft. The next one we're going to take a look at is Near Honour. A horse born in 1998, sired by Highest Honour out of Night Year. We're now off the Petticoat line, you see. Petticoat and Night Petticoat is done because she is also out of Night Rocket. So we can close her down now. Near Honour is out of a dam called Night Year. You'll see Night Rocket is the second dam of this horse. Nigeria, the fourth dam. Near Honour raced 37 times in his career, 3 wins, 5 seconds and 4 thirds. 12 out of 37 starts in the first 3 for career earnings of €262,192 in his career. Near Honour managed to win a German listed race, the BMW Saxon Prize. Don't know what year it was. He was placed, though, in the German Derby of 2001. Another classic placed horse. And the horse was also placed in 4 German Group 3 races as well. These are the same old usual races. Dr. Bush Memorial, the Flughafen Frankfurt Trophy, the Grosser Preis de Bremerwittraft, and at 2, the Preis de Winter Fabriton. There was also entered stud at 2007. I couldn't find any record, and more importantly, could JBIS find any record of siring this horse. Is owned by Coolmore and bred by Gestert Wittekinshoft. Yeah, I couldn't find any record of this horse at stud, sadly. The next one we're going to take a look at is Nastaria, a mare born in 2019, sired by Outstrip out of Sinter. People can see there that Night Rocket is the third dam of this horse. Nastaria raced 40 times in her career. Her career, 9 wins, 8 seconds and 9 thirds. For 26 out of 40 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €231,525 and 500,000 kroner. KR, this horse must have raced in Scandinavia at some point. Nastaria, you'll see there, second in the German Group 3 Diana Trial of 2022, owned by Frau Anna Schlussinger and bred by Miss Metty Campbell Ardinas. At 4, the horse won another listed race, the Langer Hamburger, and was placed in the Oleander Rennen Group 2 race. At 5, there we go, the horse was placed in the Hoppegartner Student Price and was second again in the Group 2 Oleander Rennen and placed in the Silbernest Fair as well, Group 3 race. And at 6, the horse made its breakthrough in Scandinavia, actually, winning the Group 3 Stockholm Cup International of 2025 last year. Group 3 winner in Sweden, also winner of the GP von Volkswagen as well, placed in the German Group 3 race there, the Hertz Trophy, and 4th in the Group 1 GP von Berlin. So the horse Nastaria had a fair year last year, it's fair to say. Horse raced in Germany, Ireland and Sweden. It was won over a variety of distances between 1,400 and 3,200 metres. Good solid horse for connections. Night of Magic is, I need to pause the video here because I actually need to get a drink. You know, I've talked about so many horses and there's so much more to come that I actually need to get a drink of water. Now, I think this is actually a first in one of my videos. My video's done me. The quality of my horse has given me a dry throat. So I'll be back shortly. Incredible. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Yeah, there's another family, you see. This dam here, Night Teeny. You know, she's certainly done some damage as well on this line. Night of Magic, a mare born in 2006, sired by Celebra out of Night Teeny. Where does she fit in? You will see Night Rocket is the second dam of Night Teeny and Nigeria the fourth dam. Night of Magic raced 11 times in her career, 1 win and 5 seconds, 6 out of 11 starts in the first 2, for career earnings of €217,800 in Germany and Italy. Night of Magic, classic winner, winning the Group 2 Italian Oaks of 2009. She was also second in the Group 3 German St Leger the same year. Raced in Germany, Italy and France. Black type producer. You're not kidding. The horses kept coming out of her as well. Owned by Stuhlnizzer and Jürgen Im in Germany, bred by Alexander Pereira. Where are we at now? Night Flower, a mare born in 2012, sired by Dylan Thomas, out of Night of Magic. You'll see there that's the horse we just looked at. Night Flower raced 15 times in her career, 3 wins and 7 places, 10 out of 15 starts in the first 2, for career earnings of €412,000 and 4,985 UK pounds. Night Flower at 3 won the German Group 1 Price von Europa and the Group 2 Diana Trial, but she could only finish second in the German Oaks of 2015. She was also second in the Grosser Price von Baden the same year. At 4, she won the Price von Europa for a second time and was placed in another 2 Group 1 races, the Grosser Price von Berlin and the Grosser Price von Baden. Night Flower was the 2015 German Horse of the Year, and she is doing a fine job at stud as well for owners Stuhlnizzer as well. A lot of these will be Stuhlnizzers, bred by Jürgen Im. That must be him then. So yeah, I didn't know that, but yeah, this is a good horse as well. Classic placed Group 1 winner in Germany, Night Flower. Nactrose, a filly born in 2019, sired by Australia, out of Night of Magic. Again, Nactrose raced 9 times in her career, 2 wins and 3 seconds. Don't mess about with thirds these, do they? 5 out of 9 starts in the first 2, for career earnings of €229,100 and 16,125 UK pounds. Interesting horse, Nactrose, winner of the Italian Oaks of 2022. She was also placed in the Group 3 Walkfab Trophy the same year. At 4, she was placed in a Group 3 race in the UK, the Pinnacle Stakes held at Haydock, and the Group 2 Oleander Rennen held at Germany. Over 3,200 metres. So she's placed over 1.5 miles in the UK and 2 miles in Germany, Nactrose. Horse trained by Peter Schergen. She raced in Germany, Italy and Great Britain for Stuhlnizzer as well. Nymphia, a mare born in 2009, sired by Dylan Thomas, out of Neil. You'll see there that Neil is out of Night Teeny as well. Nymphia raced 16 times in her career, 3 wins, 3 seconds and 3 thirds, 9 out of 16 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €311,809 in her career. Nymphia at 3, another one placed in the German Oaks and the Group 2 Diana Trial. She was also third in the BMW Price Dusseldorf at 3. At 4, she managed to win the Group 1 Grosser Price von Berlin and the listed Price de Baden-Badener Hotellerie and Gastronomie, finishing second in the British Group 3 Royal Ascot Stakes as well, and finishing third in the Group 2 International Bosphorus Cup in Turkey. At 5, she was third in the Group 2 Prix Corrida as well. Very good horse. You'll see there, 3/4 sister to a Group 1 winner. So I suppose we'd better look at him then, hadn't we? Yeah, Newman. Very interesting horse. Newman, born in 2012, sired by Duke of Marmalade, out of Neil. You see, Night Teeny again, Night Rocket and Night Life again there. Newman raced 5 times in his career, 2 wins, a second and 2 thirds. Never out of the first 3 in 5 starts, for career earnings of €416,500 in his career. Newman, German Derby winner of the German Derby in 2015. The horse was also placed third in the Grosser Price von Berlin and the Oppenheim Union Rennen as well. So another classic winner on this line. Horse was at stud in 2022 and Great Britain after doing 5 years at Gestert Lindenhof in Germany. And you can see that the horse again, the POA, is still at stud at Waterhill Stud in Devon. You'll see that the horse hasn't really been in great demand all through his career. The biggest crop he has sired has been 17, which he sired in 2019, a real hobby of love. You'll see there, though, that in 2020, the horse actually sired a graded winner. So the horse, people do know, horse foals, the horse so far, Newman, I think it's called, is it? Yes. Has foaled 77 horses, 46 of them have ran, and between them, 25 winners have won 76 races, with just the one graded race winner so far, which was a 2-year-old. And it was a 2-year-old colt, we can tell you that much, and it raced in Germany. 33 have gone round in Germany, 13 in France, and 7 in Great Britain, 5 in Belgium. Another race there. You'll see there that the leading progeny we'll see is Alpengatter. Alpengatter won the Grosser Preis de Bauwei Königsklasse, a Group 3 race, and also second in the Bavarian Classic. It just goes to show, you see, that if they give this horse a decent mare, he might be able to do the job. Stallnizzer, Alpenjagger was the name of the horse. Don't know if I told you that. He's a champion 2-year-old colt in Germany in 2022. So he can certainly sire a good one if he needs to, can't he? But yeah, he doesn't seem to have been given the numbers on the ground to have been proved to do it on a regular basis, sadly for him. Next one we're going to take a look at is Navarro Girl, a mare born in 2014, sired by Holy Roman Emperor out of Neal. Navarro Girl raced 14 times in her career, 2 wins, 2 seconds and 3 thirds. 7 out of 14 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €105,225 in Germany and France. Navarro Girl went round quite well for Stallnizzer as well. At 3, she won the Baden-Württemberg Trophy. And at 4 in France, she was placed in the Group 1 Prix Jean Romanet and the Group 2 Prix Corrida. So you can say she took her form to a whole new level at 4 in 2018. Horse trained by Peter Schergen. Another interesting dam there. Navarro Girl. Nerick. Nerick was a colt born in 2019, sired by Ruler of the World out of Nasbanu. Nasbanu, you'll see Neil, the second dam of that one, Naitini, the third dam, so Nigeria has gone now. Nigeria is the 6th dam of this horse. Nerick raced 8 times in his career, 2 wins, 2 seconds and a third. 5 out of 8 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €65,300 in Germany. Nerick at 3 managed to win the listed Grosser Angewelt Immobilien Price Grafenberger Derby Trial, and the horse was also second in the Group 1 at Grosser Preis van Berlin the same year at Hoppegarten. Group 1 and listed winner, trained by Peter Schergen. They didn't miss about there, did they? 2023 stallion at Gestert Lindenhof in Germany. And you can see there the old POA still going strong. I think every horse we've looked at has been POA, hasn't it? Nerick is at stud as well, also. You'll see. And again, rather like last one, this one commenced stud duties in Germany in 2023. So it's quite hard to gauge the size of his crops at this stage because none have raced. Tyrrhenian Sea, another popular horse going around in the UK. I thought I'd show you him. A gelding born in 2018, sired by Dark Angel out of a German dam called Nocturne, who herself was sired by Rock of Gibraltar. Neil is the second dam of that horse. Tyrrhenian Sea's raced 24 times in his career, 6 wins, 6 seconds and 4 thirds. 16 out of 24 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of £305,053 UK pounds in Great Britain. Owned and bred by Flaxman Stables and the Arcoses, the horses thrive in his later life, really. 5, 6 and 7 and 8. The horse won the listed Quebec Stakes of 2023 and was placed in the Group 3 Winter Derby in 2 consecutive years. At 7, the horse won another listed race, the Tandridge Stakes at Lingfield, and at 8, the horse was placed in the same race again. So this is a dual Group 3 placed, dual listed winner at his best, Tyrrhenian Sea, trained by Roger Varian and owned, like I said, by the Niarchos family. Intelligent, a gelding born in 2015, sired by Intello, out of Nuit Polaire, an Irish bred mare, who was sired by Kalaev. People see that Night Teeny is the second dam of this horse, Night Rocket the third dam, Nigeria the fifth dam. Intelligent raced 24 times in his career, 4 wins, 5 seconds and 5 thirds. 14 out of 24 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of 499,420 UK pounds. I'll say that is in France, the USA and Great Britain. Group 1 winner, Intelligent. At 3, he won the 2018 Prix Jean Prat, and he also won the Group 3 Prix de Guiche. He was fourth in the French Derby of 2018. He was also fourth in the Group 1 Prix d'Ispahan the year after. Also placed in other Group 2 and Group 3 races in France. But yeah, Group 1 and Group 3 winner, Intelligent, owned by Mrs. Fiona Carmichael and bred by Écurie de Monco. Good horse in his day. Intelligent. Now we're finally at Nigeria, believe it or not. Not a sentence I would ever thought I would say. Nigeria, a mare born in 1966, sired by Right Boy, out of a German-bred mare called Nonna, who herself was sired by Waze. Nigeria raced 8 times in her career, 1 win, 3 seconds and a third. Don't know how much she won. 5 out of 8 in the first 3. But we do know that she was the dam of 5 black type runners, as we know, 2 of which were champion fillies in Germany. Owned and bred by Gestert Erlenhoff Bethiani, and what a job they have done all through the dam line of this. A superb horse. I even found other horses going further back, really, that just increased our case, really. Neckar, a horse born in 1948, sired by Ticino, out of Nixie, a mare born in 1941, sired by Arjaman. You'll see there that if we look at this one, why is this one on here? I presume that Nixie is the third dam of Nigeria. So the third dam of Nigeria, the 6th dam of our horse, is the dam of this horse here. Neckar raced 9 times in his career, 6 wins, a second and a third. 8 out of 9 in the first 3, for career earnings of $141,349 US dollars in his career. Neckar won some races. He won the German Derby of 1951 when trained by Adrian van Bork. He also won the Henkel Rennen, the Paul Doring Rennen, the Union Rennen, and the Prix de Chantilly, the Grand Prix de Chantilly that might be. I think that's a Group 2 race in France now. One of Germany's greatest. Sire in Germany for 20 years, between 1954 and 1974, of which time he was a 6-time leading stallion. 1959, 1960, and then 62, 63, 64 and 65. The horse sadly died in 1975. Yeah, even the JBIS, the horse this old, did confirm what they said. He sired a few. Managed to sire the winner of the Group 1 Grand Prix Nordrhein-Westfalen. I'm not sure it's a Group 1 these days, but Tanneberg won it, sired by this horse. He also sired the winner of the Italian Oaks of 1965, Tadalina, by Miss Zuchtrennen of 1959, the Deutsche Stutenpreis of 1968. Sired some good horses. Group 3, Premier Caracalla, or the Prix Caracalla. Maybe that is in Italy or France. But yeah, the horse definitely, the Price de Diana might be a German race as well. Yeah, the horse sired some horses, including one individual Group 1 winner at least, Neckar. So yeah, very interesting horse. Another one I found was Naxos. If people go back, we'll show you now on the historic pedigree. I think now we can look at this line on the historic pedigree at bloodlines.net. Unfortunately, people still having to go through the Wayback Machine to look at the site. You'll see that there's Nigeria 1966. People go back to Naxos in 1950. Dual classic winner. She would be not on the dam of the second dam of Nigeria. You see? So this is a line. Naxos, sired by Ticino, out of Nixie, as we know, 17 starts, 4 wins and 3 places. Another one on this line. Sorry, that's related to this one. Naxos and Neckar, quite closely related, aren't they? Naxos, 17 starts, 4 wins and 3 places. We don't know how much she won, but we do know from looking at the historical line that she's a dual German Classic winner. She won the Group 3 Schwarzgold Rennen and the Group 2 Price to Diana. Champion 3-year-old filly in Germany in 1953. Her colour was registered as black, and she returned to Germany in 1959, owned and bred by Gestert Erlenhoff. So, yeah, there is plenty of horses if people want to go as far back as they like, really. Nebos, horse born in 1976, sired by Caro, out of Nostrana, a German-bred mare who was sired by Botticelli back in the day when Italian-sired horses were allowed to sire horses. You'll see there Naxos is the dam of that horse as well. Nebos raced 18 times in his career, 12 wins, 4 seconds and a third. 17 out of 18 starts in the first 3 for 1,265,955 Deutschmarks in his career. I mean, what a career this horse had. Nebor won 2 Grosser Price von Berlins. He won the Price von Europa, the Grosser Price von Baden. He also won the Group 2 Union Rennen and the Group 3 Zukunftsrennen. 1980 Horse of the Year in Germany, was an unlucky 5th in the 1980 Arc. The champion sire in Germany of 1987, sire of 2 German Derby winners, La Roche and Libos. Sadly euthanised June the 26th, 1999, because of severe heart problems. The horse bred by Gräfin M. Bethiani. And yeah, I mean, if I looked at on Arian, I actually did find this horse through the stallion Equitos, who is available for €6,000. People can see Nebos on here. And that's what you have to do. Nebos, you can see there. Nebos foaled 438 horses, 244 of them ran, 192 of them won. And Nebos, in fact, did sire 25 individual stakes winners. So impossible to call this horse a bad sire. Whether the one we looked at before in the 40s sired more. Obviously, we could get a much better record of what Nebos sired. Sired the winner of, like I said, the 2 German Derby winners there. Sired also 3 German St. Leger winners. What a horse. Gondola, Pinot and Prairie Neba. Sired plenty of Group 1 winners, didn't he? Zukunftsrennen, Deutsche St. Leger again. Premier Roma Vecchia. So Group 3, Leopardstown Stakes, Antic Boy. So they made it as far as England, some of these. Ireland, should I say. They won place horses there. But yeah, this horse definitely sired well, Nebos. 25 stakes winners. There's not 25 individuals there, so he has missed some of them. But yeah, what a sight JBIS has done. What a sight. Nebos, 25 individual stakes winners in the 80s for Germany. And yeah, very good horse, it's fair to say. Nancho, I thought was an interesting horse that I found late in the day. A gelding, born in 2015, sired by Tai Chi, out of Nantana, a German-bred mare sired by Paulini. People will see that we're up to Nonna and Note. If people go further back, Nonna and Note, the 5th dam, 6th dam, 7th dam, we're at Nixie again. So it's all the same line. The Nixie Nebos line, whatever you want to call it. Nancho raced 18 times in his career, 11 wins, 2 seconds and a third. 14 out of 18 starts in the first 3 for 12,460,000 Hungarian, whatever they are, and €132,000. Yeah, this horse, a Hungarian horse. At 3, the horse won 4 consecutive races in Budapest. And at 4, they brought it over to win the 2020 Grosser Price von Bayern. The horse also won the Baden-Württemberg Trophy, a Group 3 race. It won the Kinshem, a Hungarian Grade 1 race. The Kisper DJ, a Hungarian Grade 2 race. You know, this horse was a top-class Hungarian horse, trained by Gabor Maronka, and then later on trained by Anthony Cummings in Australia. 2019 Horse of the Year in Hungary and Champion Stayer. Horse was exported to Australia in 2020, where it didn't really look as though it managed to do anything. But yeah, bred by Heiko Johan Peter What a career the horse had in Germany and Hungary, though. Very interesting horse, Nacho. Group 1 winner of the Greater Price von Bayern. The last horse, I think this is the last one we're going to look at, Moss Tucker, a gelding, born in 2018, sired by Celebration, out of a dam called Rare Symphony, an Irish-bred mare who was sired by Pastoral Pursuit. People see there's Nerve Eater again, the 5th dam. This is the same line, you know, Nixie and Nuclear. Good horse he was, Moss Tucker, sprinter. 32 starts in his career, 9 wins, 4 seconds, 7 thirds. 20 of 32 starts in the first 3 for career earnings of €438,630 in his career. Moss Tucker at 4 won the listed testimonial stakes, but it was 5 he come to prominence really. He won the Group 1 Flying 5 stakes, the Group 3 Phoenix Sprint stakes, and the listed Woodland Sprint as well, as finishing third, in the Group 2 Sapphire Stakes. So yeah, Group 1 and Group 3 dual listed winner, triple listed winner actually, as at 6 the horse won the listed Woodland Stakes at Naas as well. Trained by Kevin Condon, the horse raced in Ireland and France, bred by Donald Spring and owned by the Charlie Bitney Syndicate. What a horse we have here. Zoroastro. All those horses. Is this horse a classic horse? Well, we better close down a few tabs to save on some CPU, and we'd better think about watching the horse win, Zoroastro, and ending what has been an exceptional video, I think, full of classic winners and full of fantastic horses from all over the world. Is this one in Japan? This Group 3 Japanese winner related to a horse that was 4th in the Japanese Derby. Is this another one? You know, we're going to take a look at it win once. We're going to take a look and watch it win on the 10th of February 2026 in the Group 3 Kisaragi show. And then, hopefully, we will be able to learn a bit more about the horse. Those who have already watched the Pentra Nave video will have seen this horse already, finished 2nd in that race. You know, so this is a horse that people who are classic watch devotees will be familiar with because it's been a runner-up in a race that we've already looked at. But in this race, it gets its day in the sun and it's head in front and a place and a Classic Watch 26 Possibles video, which is really the least the horse deserves at this stage. It's fair to say, in my view. So let's watch the horse win, shall we? And see what we think.
第66回如月賞ゲート入りが終わりました。スタートしました。おっと伸び上がるスタート、7番ラフターラインズ最後方からです。1番のゾロアストロも後ろから先行争い、まずは2コーナー周回コースを目指しますが、6番のコレオシークエンスが外目から、内を通るのは5番のストームゲイル、馬体を離して先頭2番手、その後ろ8番湘南ガルフと2番のエムズビギン、周回コースに入りました。馬場の中ほどを通って6番のコレオシークエンスが先頭です。内ラチ沿いから5番のストームゲイルが2番手、あと差がなく8番湘南ガルフ、その内からは2番のエムズビギンが続きます。先団4頭固まってきました。2馬身離れて中段の位置に3番里のアイボリー、内からは1番ゾロアストロ、馬群に追いついて4番のゴーイントゥースカイ、ここまでが1段です。坂の上りに入っています。その後ろは4馬身離れて7番のラフターラインズ後方から2頭目、9番のローベルクランツ最後方、内回り外回り分かれ道を通過、3コーナー坂の頂点を目指します。6番コレオシークエンスのリードは1馬身半から2馬身です。まもなく坂の頂点、3コーナーのカーブに入ったところ800を切って最初の 1000m1 分2秒2というペースです。2番手外になった2番のエムズビギン、内5番のストームゲール、2番手3番手並んで8番湘南ガルフはエムズビギンの後ろ、内を通る1番ゾロアストロ、3番里のアイボリーついて600切りました。坂を下り切っています。後方から3頭目になった4番ゴーイントゥースカイ、7番ラフターラインズ最後方、9番ローベルクランツ、4コーナーのカーブ直線角ジョッキー、進路取りはどうか、外目に出した6番のコレオシークエンスが先頭、そのうちに5番のストームゲール、2番のエムズビギンも も外、そのうちに1番のゾロアストロ現在4番手、後の追い込み勢は7番のラフターラインズ、残りあと200少々になって5番のストームゲイル、6番のコレオシークエンス、エムズビン、大外から7番ラフターラインズ、内から1番のゾロアストロ、5頭の接戦だ。7番のラフターラインズか、内から1番のゾロアストロか、接戦ゴールイン、真ん中2番のエムズビギン、さらには6番コレオシークエンス、ゴール前4頭激戦。
How close was that race, everybody? I mean, have we got any clue what won that race from the photo that we just looked at? Zoroastro somehow was awarded that race. Yeah, we're not gonna whinge about it. We're just gonna get on. But yeah, I mean, that was an incredibly close race, wasn't it? A head, a nose, and a neck. The first four, Zoroastro getting the verdict on the day. Ems Begin finishing second. Laughter Lines, the only filly, finishing third. And Choreo Sequence. But there was nothing between those four horses. Literally on the line at the time they took the photo. Zoroastro's head was in front. You know, I mean, what a finish to the race. Yeah, I thought the jockey on Zoroastro did everything right on the day. I think it was ridden by Thor Hammer Hansen, who in fact was the German champion jockey last year. I think that might have been his first stint out in Japan, already winning pattern races for him. Denying our mate there, Yuga Kawada, who rode the horse we watched yesterday. And Zoroastro that day, gaining the victory on the day in the Group 3 Kisaragi show. Very close though, wasn't it? I mean, did he win even? I mean, they gave him the race. It was very close. I mean, I would never have liked to have called that race without any certainty or any doubt. It was very close. But I do like this horse. It's had plenty of racing. It's never finished out the first three in 5 of its start. It should be a battle-hardened horse. Just remains whether it's good enough. Group 2 place, Group 3 winner. I imagine there will be others in the race with stronger form. But it's done nothing wrong, has it? It's won a trial. And what more could I ask them to do with a pedigree like that? It was always going to have a chance, wasn't it? Was it going to win if it won a trial? Let's be honest. You know, and on the day of the Kisaragi show, he got his head down in front when it mattered and managed to win the race. Fine margins. If this horse goes on and wins the Derby, if he gets beat that day, I don't pick this horse. You know, that's how fine these margins are. So without further ado, after this video, I think I can finally think about leaving it. Thank you very much for sitting here with me while I make it. I hope you all enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. What a horse we've got here. It's definitely it's earned its Classic Watch 26 Possibles video. And if the horse does turn up in a Japanese Classic, I personally would like to see this horse over 1.5 miles more than the 2,000 metres the Japanese 2,000 guineas is over. You know, this horse to me has got plenty of German Oaks and Ledger winners in it. You saw them all there, didn't you? That horse side at the end. You know, this horse I think is a stamina influence. You know, Novelist won his King George over 1.5 miles. You know, if this horse is quick enough to win a Guineas over 2,000 metres, then I think this horse could be set for some sort of legendary career. You know, you've seen it. You've seen some of them have done that on this line throughout history. It will be very interesting to see how Zoroastro progresses. What can I leave you? Well, I can leave you a copy of the Classic Watch 26 Possibles playlist for you all to look at the end of this video. That way, if this hour's long video plus isn't long enough for you, you can watch all the, I think this is the 37th horse that we've included on the Classic Watch 26 Possibles playlist up to this date. And then, if that's not enough for you, why do you not subscribe to the channel? You know, I can offer you an opportunity to subscribe to the channel as well. If you do a bit of work with your new YouTube notifications, you can get YouTube to notify you every time I make a video. So that way you will not miss any of my content moving forward. And if you're sat at the end, let's be honest, of a 1 hour, 20-minute horse racing video, you know, and hearing this message, it's safe to say that you enjoy my content. So I think you should subscribe to it. And that way there might be more for you to enjoy at some point. Well, there will be more to enjoy because you won't miss them if you set up your notifications properly. And that's about it, really. I'm definitely going to think about leaving this video here now. Newmarket Craven, the Guinness trial today, fell apart a bit. Few non-runners on the day, Hankalo and Hawk Mountain. The two Classic Watch 26 Possibles, both non-runner. Nice horse of the Kings, won the Wood Ditton. Very interesting performance. Seems to be missed by everybody else. Obviously, I was on it. But these things are what they are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything else in between. It's been a fantastic video, this. So why not join me for the next one at some point? Enjoy your Friday tomorrow and enjoy your weekend upcoming as well, everybody. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Look after yourselves as well. And I hope to be back at some point in the future to look at some more horses or anything else, really. Just stay tuned would be my best advice. Don't forget the Patreon as well. But for now, I must leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves and goodbye. What a horse.